Women in One Piece be like, "Hello, gorgeous. You're not Luffy." "What? How did you know?" "Luffy can't spell gorgeous." "How did you know I'm a One Piece villain?" That was the day Lin Lin had the happiest birthday ever in her life. Those who don't know, those who know. When Luffy finally becomes Pirate King. One Piece fans? My friend started watching One Piece. Me. "I'll be waiting for you in the land of Wano. Come at any cost." Observation. So what's the type of your hockey? Mister, you can't just go around and call people dumb. Don't worry, I have a permit. When Toei has to stretch out their weekly episodes. Ah, it's recap time. 2070? So, that's how it ends. 2071? Crocodile everywhere else? Face me, Douglas Bullet. Face me, Whitebeard. Come, let us escape prison, Mr. One. I shall take your head, Whitebeard. Face me, Doflamingo. Face me, Mihawk. Shut up, Sengoku. Shut up, Akainu. Crocodile in Alabasta. No, I'm wet. One Piece fans over the years. 1999. Can't wait to see Shanks fight. 2021. Can't wait to see Shanks fight. Be my navigator. This is my crewmate, Marimo. He's a massive pain in a-hole. I don't have devil fruit. He don't have devil fruit. I have hockey. He has hockey. He has 320 million bounty. I have 330 million. Great success. Usopp against other enemies? Usopp against Luffy. Yeah, I'm on season 5 of One Piece. We go by arcs here, sir. Shanks will make his move soon. Sure, Grandma. Let's get you back to bed. One Piece has almost 1,000 episodes. There's no way you can summarize everything in one picture. Me, an intellectual. Garp, it's your damn family again! Let's go. In and out. 20-minute adventure. They don't even know I have an army of baboons. Me waiting for the first person with a devil fruit to drown and die since chapter 1. Japan declares war on your country. They only send one swordsman. It's Zoro. It's Zoro. I wish we got more spontaneous carpentry from Frankie. Man's literally built a bridge in 30 seconds. There's even mochi in here! Luffy, alliances between pirates are often marked by betrayal. Are you gonna betray me? No. Trade offer. I receive 20 years of your life. You receive the best Shonen Jump manga ever. Sanji's opponents? Rival subterfuge expert threatens his masculinity. Liar and manipulator who hurts women. Ruined his dream, perved on Nami. Rival to his father, hurts women. Zoro's opponents? Sword Man. Sword Giraffe. Sword Zombie. Sword Dinosaur. Me watching One Piece thinking Kinemon is a well-known but still relatively new character. Me realizing he's been around for almost 10 years. Dumb. Smart. Dumb. Smart. Dumb. Also dumb. Japanese princess gives up royal status for true love. Their child in the future. Villain introduction in other anime? One Piece. The Straw Hat's reaction to missing the bus. Swears. Tries to run behind it. Looks down in disappointment. Walks to wherever they're going. All of the above in that order. I wonder what that shiny cook does to stay so strong. Meanwhile, at last, I have finally found the fridge. Hold it right there. Don't expect yourself to get to the fridge that easily. I don't know who made this, but this is hilarious. Most beautiful girl in the world? Random girl from a certain village in East Blue.
Subscribe or gay.
Breaking news. Athlete imitates Luffy from One Piece and takes gold in the Olympic. I'm a One Piece fan. I skipped Skypiea. People who want Luffy to end up with Hancock? People who want Luffy to end up with Nami? Me who wants Luffy to end up with no one. Luffy with Tama? So I'm not leaving until you laugh. Luffy with Momo. Hey, Panini Head, are you even listening to me? Are you going to sleep? Yes, I am. Now shut up. Maybe if you left Luffy with someone more responsible and not some mountain bandits, he would have joined the Marines. I'm here, don't cry. Now, Sanji-kun, which one of these mean ladies hurt you? The time when the Marines almost lost an admiral. Zone allows the user to transform into an animal. Logia allows the user to transform the composition of their body into a natural element. Paramecia. Random BS, go! You are a frightening man. However, I am the best swordsman in CP9. Don't take me lightly. I am the best swordsman in CP9, said the only swordsman in CP9. Brook will never see Laboon again, theory. Because he has no eye. Yo! May I see your underwear? This man woke up thinking he was gonna have a cool little house party and ended up fighting 18 dudes on his roof at 3 a.m. Nami, do you know where Zoro is? No, he probably lost himself. What an idiot. Do you know where One Piece is? Tells his crew to do something stupid. Does everything in their power not to do that. Laughs and hopes it is a joke. Obeys, no questions asked. Has been thinking about doing that stupid thing for a while. Frankie, she's a Yonko. Run away! Aren't we gonna make our captain the Pirate King? I wasn't using my observation haki when fighting Luffy. I was just listening to what he was screaming before attacking. Katakuri will be back next week with more real facts. Introduced as a villain. Barges into fight. Helped Straw Hats to escape from Marines. Got imprisoned. Helped Luffy to save his brother. Sacrificing his life and says, "We Okamas never say goodbye." Guys, I have a plan to escape the deadliest prison in the world. We need to go through the exit. This guy is a flapping genius. Dad, tell me a bedtime story. Me as a parent? Wealth, fame, power. Why are you jumping in to defend a celestial dragon? Give me back my friend! Look, lady, it's fairly simple. There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who got saved by Luffy, and those who got their arses kicked by Luffy. And us have-been-kicked arses need to have each other's backs. Kaido! I still haven't heard it from you. Say that you want to live! Damn it, I want to live! Take me to sea with you!
What?
I like you guys, darn it! If One Piece was written by Kishimoto. If Mama dies in Wano, I'll take charge and we'll ally with the Straw Hats. Before time skip? After time skip. Eren? I miss my dad. Gon? I want to see my dad. Naruto? I've never seen my dad. Luffy? What do you mean by dad? I have a dad? Zeph Ramsey. Is there a theory on Brook being Aokiji's father? Oda woke up one day and said, I'm gonna make my main character suffer for 3 arcs in a row. The pain you feel after avoiding watching One Piece because it was too long, only to realize that it was not long enough. Jinbei finding out that he's going to be sleeping in the sunny aquarium. If you don't love me at my... then you don't deserve me at my... Imagine at the end of One Piece when Luffy finds the treasure and becomes king of the pirates, Zoro reveals he was a bounty hunter the entire time, waiting for the exact moment Luffy became Pirate King so he could take his bounty and be known as the world's greatest hunter. Unhated One Piece characters annual meeting. Luffy is one of the most funniest shonen characters. Hey, it's your cousin. Eustace Kid if he fought in Whole Cake Island. Where's the iron? My friend started watching One Piece. Me. I'll be waiting for you at the land of Wano. Come at any cost. Just laugh like a normal person. We don't do that here. If you ever feel useless, just remember the Marines failed 18 times to execute a man who can't swim. I could have been the coolest character in the anime, but the writers did me dirty squad. Straw hats are good, but they can be better. When Buggy uses his fruit, he becomes many pieces. When he brings himself back to normal, he becomes one piece. About to go fight. I'll post the video after. I got my cake beat, bruh. I'm not posting that shiz. One Piece fans? Watch 900 episodes of One Piece. Also One Piece fans when they watch 3 episodes of a new anime. I've seen enough. This is trash. Grandpa, those men are calling themselves pirates. Don't look at them, Luffy. I don't want you to be influenced by— Oh god, no! It is too late, Gramps. I am the Pirate King. If you ever feel stupid, just remember this dumb A is asking a corpse to hang in there. Naruto's childhood? Luffy's childhood. Usopp pre-time skip versus post-time skip. Luffy punches a celestial dragon. Most sold work by one single author. Luffy gets a new bounty. I'm the only worst generation who can swim. I'm the only Yonko who can swim. I can clap. Ace is Roger's son. Luffy is Dragon's son. Luffy has Conqueror's Haki. Zoro beats some baboons. Marine? What are your names? Luffy. Shh, don't tell him, Zoro. Okay, Zoro. Oh, shiznit. Nice job, Luffy. Zoro and Luffy. Flap. Oda writing about pirates overthrowing the government every week. 12 million fans all around the earth. Think, Luffy, think. If the admirals could beat the Yonko, wouldn't we have done it already? Nami. Blue Nami. Pink Nami. I think I forgot something. If you forgot, then it wasn't important. Yeah, you're right. F Devil Fruit. All my homies use Haki. There will be lots of pirates there looking for One Piece, and they will definitely have powerful ships. Meanwhile, every masterpiece has its cheap copy. One Piece is so good that they can watch One Piece in One Piece. Me, if Akainu gets a sad backstory. Hey Chief, sorry we need you to write us a filler arc. Nothing too fancy, just a forgettable 12-episode padding between Skypiea and Foxy. The mofo who wrote G8. Oda on why Luffy doesn't use nicknames for his Nakama. Well, Luffy is the kind of guy who doesn't want to remember any names because he doesn't care. So, he makes up a name based on the respective person's look. But when someone joins his crew, he makes sure to remember their name properly. Could Robin use her devil fruit to add legs to the Sunny, enabling it to run on land, and if necessary, escape enemies trying to destroy it? Quick mock-up of the art for visual aid. Who would win? Mihawk's monkey, Whitebeard's monkey, or Shanks's monkey? Nami, now that we have that new log pose, I've decided our new destination. We're taking the safest route, right? We're taking the safest route, right? Me, after watching 900 plus episodes of One Piece. Finally, I learned Japanese. Nami Schwan! Chopper, Monster Point. Chopper Monster Point post time skip. Naruto is better. One Piece is said 16 times in the Bible. What if? Kizaru vs. Big Mom Pirates, Part 3 End. The fierce battle between Marine Admiral Kizaru and Emperor Crew Captain Big Mom rages on. Yada no Kagami. Cognac! Shave. Tempest kick, falling stars. You got overconfident. Not forgetting about me, are ya? Dearie me, I'm afraid this leg will be done for if I exert it any further. Mama! Wonderful work, Hyperion. Your speed is more than enough to keep up with him, and his mobility is crippled thanks to you taking a bite out of him. Now, let's see how well you three do in a combined attack. Hyperion's speed, Prometheus's firepower. This'll put you down for good. Miser Cannon. This isn't good. Impressive! He conjured light clones to push him out of the way and hide him. A decent party trick, but any half-decent observation hockey user can discern which one is the real you. Prometheus, Hyperion, you two, eliminate the clones. I can sense which one has your voice. I'll slice through the real one in two. He swapped his real body out for a clone at the last second? Wait, that means the real one is... You brat! Do you really think impaling my head would be enough to stop internal destruction? Oh, my head! I can't hear anything. Vision blurring. Damn you, Kizaru! My hockey ran out right as he went for the blow. What? Who's there? Lin Lin, age really has slowed you down, hasn't it, you old bag? Dying before even reaching Wano. I expected better of you. Kaido! That damn brat, if he found out... No, I refuse to die here, to that Navy pest. I am Big Mom! Prometheus, Napoleon, Hyperion, come! Fuse with me! Using her fruit awakening, Big Mom can absorb her homies into her body, and if all her homies are absorbed simultaneously. Ooh, that's not good at all. Misery! No good. It doesn't pierce through. I have no other choice but to use it. And that means... So, Instructor Zephyr, I've been working real hard to come up with a special, super awesome sure kill technique. And that's about the gist of it. What do you think? It's the coolest thing ever, right? Borsellino, where the HFIL do I even start with this? That attack is defective. At velocities like that, even a master of armament hockey would shatter his bones attempting that little maneuver you dreamt up. And if your enemy has the wits to dodge, you'll miss the kick completely and end up crippled on the floor having done no damage. A sitting duck. Well, whatever. At least the name is super cool. I call it Starfall. That's lame. Whoa, aren't you guys supposed to back me up here? It's quiet up here. I wonder, down there, how are you doing? Sentomaru, Bonnie, Vegapunk? Starfall. Miser Cannon! Physical blows from someone in my condition will do nothing. But those who ate a devil fruit will always have the ire of the sea itself. Whew, it cost me both of my legs to defeat you, and the last of my strength to summon enough clones to drag you back up to the ship. But now, it's all over for you. I can't believe it. Even though she's unconscious, her body is moving on its own. That's it then. It's been fun, Sakuzaki. Gravity Blade. Suffocation Vines. That hag sure is lively. Kizaru-san, I've never seen you roughed up this much. Just how long were you fighting for? Kainu sent us as backup after your transponder snail went dark. Looks like we were right on time. Rest now, madam. You've done enough today. It was quite a sight. Even after she was knocked unconscious, she was still moving. I suppose that's the power of a mother scorned. Big Mom turning into Godzilla was great. How did Crocodile go from losing to early Luffy to being worth 2 billion berries? Maybe this has already been discussed here, but I wanted to have some opinions about it. Isn't it a bit mismanaged from Oda? Seems like Crocodile got cherry-picked just because the author needed him in the plot to suddenly become way more powerful than what he was. Or is it because Oda wanted to buff the former Shichibukai after some fans' disappointment in their power levels? To me, that's why One Piece sometimes seems a little bit poorly written. Characters like Crocodile gets a huge buff out of nowhere, while other past villains don't, and even some supernovas, who were introduced as Luffy's rivals, end up not improving this much between their introduction and their use in the story. Why can Luffy and the crew get stronger in 2 years, but not Crocodile? Anyways, this is also part of the reason why power scaling bounties is silly. Crocodile's huge bounty buff mainly comes from his influence and for being one of the few pirates who's ever been an active threat to the Navy. I think people gloss over the fact that Frankie met Odin. Frankie gave 0 flaps about him. One Piece live action shows off Chopper's hat. Oh boy, it's chapter 906 all over again. Who has the hardest goal in One Piece? Pirate King? Draw a map of the world? Cure all diseases? World's strongest swordsman? Overthrow world government? Marry Luffy? Find the All Blue? Collect all legendary swords? Unite all races. Tashigi's goal already cooked. What is the funniest thing you've seen a One Piece character do as if it's completely normal? That time, Chopper stole Brook's skull joke. Emu's body is weird. Emu, part of the long neck, long arm, long leg, long cucumber tribe.
Hey Ace, since you're my 2nd Division commander, you should probably know about the Revolutionary Army. Would you like to see the wanted poster for its number 2, hear his name, or know literally anything about him? No.
What?
At least Sabo has the amnesia excuse. This donut's on another level. Dance naked outside every week for 5 years. Okay, I'll do it. What should have happened? Kaido is trying to take over my country. Can you take care of him? No problem, bro. Don't lower your guard, Luffy. Okay. That's enough for now, kid. But it's not settled. The crocodile is wearing clothes and a hat, and he talked. Just as I thought, this forest is dangerous and strange. If that surprises you, take a look at us. Would never use Conqueror's Haki? Would use Conqueror's Haki as a last resort. Would use Conqueror's Haki as a warning. Uses Conqueror's Haki as a greeting. Odin's daughter. Odin's sword. Wanting to drain Zoro dry. The lurking legend.
Someone actually defeats a Yonko and brings him to the Marines alive or dead? The Marines, once they remember how high their bounty was? We are never gonna financially recover from this. Why didn't this idiot just eat a second devil fruit if he wanted to die? That's him, officer. That's the man who skipped Skypiea. One Piece fans think this is peak fiction. I found this from ACPuge1 on Twitter and it made me spit my coffee. Kill One Piece characters? Remove an arm. Whitebeard is the only devil fruit user who doesn't name his attacks. What people think smart antagonists look like? What smart antagonists actually look like? Why must I stand back and watch as you prepare to exhibit power-ups that I already know are coming? If you ever feel useless, remember that Mongolia has a navy.
What?
Why do people like Ace? All he does is lie all the time. I will make Whitebeard the king. I promise that I'll never die. When you grow older, you can join my crew as a Kunoichi. Fan service for boys? Fan service for girls? Fan service for everyone. Responsible for a brutal civil war, mastermind behind a terror group, nearly ended a royal lineage, and tried to obtain a forbidden WMD. Punishment? Imprisonment. Built a nice flapping boat. Punishment? Death sentence. One Piece? One Piece if Robin did her neck snap thing when it would help. What we saw? What admirals saw? Ace kept me nice and warm that day. With his devil fruit, right? With his devil fruit, right? Don't do it, Luffy. They're too strong. The admirals are strong, but not as strong as family. How long does someone have to be dead for it to be considered archaeology instead of grave robbing?
What?
As an archaeologist, I find this a very awkward question. Answer the question, grave robber.
Subscribe or gay.